It's very simple. Too soon, too old. Too late, too smart.
Today.
Thank you. It's a funny time of year.
Yeah, you have to layer. You don't even know what to wear anymore.
I know.
Difficult to pick what to wear.
Yes.
Yes. But
Still chilly.
the first question we have today is, what is your morning routine?
My morning routine. Well, I'm very happily retired, so I don't have a strict routine, but my general routine is, first of all, coffee, very important, and then I usually have some fruit and light breakfast, little English muffin. I make my breakfast, go back to my bed, take my breakfast there, and I read the Wall Street Journal.
That's how you get the news.
Yeah, I read it on my iPad.
Oh, I love the iPad, yes.
Yes.
You both have iPads.
Yes, I love my iPad. I just got it this year.
It's sort of a little mini computer PC.
It's very light and it's not heavy like a laptop.
Yes, yes. It's kind of a lazy morning because I went to business, worked for many years, so I'm rewarding myself.
Right. You take advantage of not having to get up and take the bus to New York.
Yes, I do. Yes.
So we are talking about aging, keeping beauty.
Oh, I don't really have a beauty routine. Usual, I do try to get my hair cut about once a month, maybe every 5 weeks or so, and I don't just do the usual moisturizer and try to stay happy. I think that's important.
I see. So the mindset makes a big difference.
Exactly.
Mindset
and try to keep a smile.
Smiling. I notice you smile a lot, yes.
So I think that helps maybe.
Right.
I don't know.
You
don't have any set routine.
You are keeping your passion alive. Passion. Your passion for art and your passion for nature. You're keeping that going.
Yes, I try to get into a museum maybe about once a month. And I'm better when I have friends come to visit because they want to immediately go to the museums and do the cultural things that New York has to offer. So I try to keep abreast of what's new in the city. I think living so close, I might take it for granted. And I try not to do that.
I see. I never went to World Trade Center.
The what?
I never went to World Trade Center before it collapsed due to the attack. So I saw the buildings collapsing and I saw the smokes coming from where the World Trade Center was. But I thought I can always go.
Yeah.
And I never did.
I went twice to World Trade Center.
I see.
We had drinks on the rooftop.
At the top?
Yes, it was beautiful. And I used to go to the shopping mall. And they used to have a shopping mall on the basement level you could pick up the subway. The whole complex was gorgeous. And they used to have concerts sometimes, like on a Friday evening or whatever.
Really? Yeah. I missed all that because I was never going to New York. Like you're saying, your friends force you to go to New York.
Yes. Did you see the actual falling of the building?
Yes.
You did, yes. Horrible. It seems like a nightmare, doesn't it?
Right.
Yeah, because I was going to work. I was getting my bagel going to work. And I saw it on the TV in the deli when that happened at 9 o'clock. 9:00, whatever it was.
Were you working nearby?
No, I wasn't working. I was working in Midtown at the time. I had two friends that work at the Trade Center. And one is the second tower.
Are they okay, I hope?
Yeah, they were fine, yeah.
They were able to escape.
Yes. Yeah.
What a horrible night. Did you have trouble getting home?
Yeah, I had to walk over walked the 59th Street Bridge.
Did you?
Yeah, and I walked with like four other people that had no clue. They lived on the other side of Queens, so they didn't know how to. There was no F service.
Oh.
So all of us, somebody borrowed sneakers. They didn't have sneakers. I said, "You're not gonna make it with those shoes."
Oh.
It was like, everybody was helping each other, because I know when I went by the Y, which is the Long Island City Y near the number 7 train in Long Island City, they'll give you out water, which was fabulous.
Mm-hmm.
And you can use the facilities.
Mm-hmm.
It was a really sad day.
Very. A friend of mine lived in Brooklyn Heights, and she walked across the Brooklyn Bridge. I guess she had comfy shoes, I hope. Yeah, we all remember that sad day. Yeah, we will.
But because of that, I think we have New York City, like everyone became like family, like caring.
Yes, the city
Yes.
pulled together, didn't they?
Right.
Which is,
Yeah, and I still see it occurring when things happen. The city people come together and help each other.
do you remember the blackout?
Yes.
What year was that?
I don't remember what year, but I remember it. That's
The
another
last
day.
one,
Yeah,
the
that was
last-
yeah.
The last one must have been in the 70s,
Yeah,
maybe
maybe.
77 or 8.
Yeah, because I remember I had to walk over the bridge again, the 59th Street, with my girlfriend. To my neighbor, she had her door open. I said, "Can I borrow a light?" I said, "I'm your neighbor from this, my apartment." So, and we became friends, I don't,
Yes.
not real friends, but,
Yes.
we say hello to each other. She gave me a flashlight
Yeah.
that I was able to borrow.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That in times of crisis, I find New Yorkers do come together.
It's wonderful. Yes, I've noticed too. And I find New Yorkers are basically very helpful.
Yes.
You too? Yes. Versus other cities and, Europe and all.
The
think
New
they-
Yorker seems like cool and not so friendly on the surface, but if something happens, you can talk to stranger.
Yes.
You help each other.
That's true.
It's
It's
nice.
very different.
Yes. But with the blackout, it made me realize how much we take for granted. Right?
Yes.
That's true, yeah.
Yes.
Many places they have blackouts very frequently. And we're lucky.
Yes. Aging has a lot of misconception, but what do you think is a misconception that you like to challenge?
The challenge as
Yes.
I get older.
Yes.
Well, of course, health issues, that happens to everybody, but I think one of the most challenging things maybe as you get older, you start to lose your family and friends. And they can never be replaced.
That's true.
You can make new friends, but it's never the same. And of course, your family,
Sometimes it's hard to make friends. Sometimes when you're older, because you
Yes.
feel isolated, and sometimes you're not physically able to go
Yes.
outside.
Yes,
You
So-
may be very friendly, but
right. And there's the age thing. There's a little hesitancy about strangers, maybe. I don't know. But
it's
yes.
a trust issue because you don't know. You feel vulnerable.
And plus, we're more isolated.
True.
But anyway, other than that, the old age is older years sounds better.
Yeah. There's advantage to it too, right?
Yeah. I think also that we're lucky in many ways that we have a little more wisdom, judgment. Have to try to look at the upside. Our judgment, my judgment anyway, is much better than when I was 18. And I think it's easier to kind of maybe look at the big picture instead of just what's right in front of us when we're young.
So you had to give your 18, when you were 18 self, what advice do you give your 18-year-old self?
Well, at 18, I was in college and my freshman year, and I think I should have told myself to apply myself to the studies in a more serious way. My parents sacrificed to send me to college, and I should have really taken more advantage of the learning situation. But I was 18, and parties attracted me, and I maybe should have spent more time
Studying.
on the
Studying.
books.
Difficult sometimes at 18.
Yes.
You want to have fun.
So, what do you give advice to a 65-year-old self?
To a 50?
50 or 60, 65?
What advice? 55. I went into business for myself.
Right.
So the advice I would give is just go ahead and do it.
At 55.
I went into business with my first cousin, and we leased a showroom in the D&D building on 3rd Avenue, and we went into the decorative arts business, selling, she was an artist, selling her botanical watercolor paintings. And also, since she was living on and off in Florence for 15 years, she would manage to stock us with antique prints, art. So we sold that, and we did very nicely. At first, we didn't do nicely, but it took a while.
Yeah, word of mouth. And
Yeah, unfortunate, right, reputation.
Reputation.
But unfortunately, my business partner died early at 56. So we only kept the business, I only kept it on for another year. So we were in business only 7.5 years. We were really starting to make some nice money. So that was a little sad, but I'm still glad that we did it.
yeah, it's good that you did it,
Took a lot of courage, and
you did have some success with it. So
Yes.
and work, and
hard work. It paid off.
yes, it would have been better even had we stayed in business, but she unfortunately became ill, so
Right.
that was sad. But I was very glad we did it.
We have one question that we're asking everyone that maybe Debbie can ask
This is a
you.
favorite question that
Oh.
she came up with. Hugo came up with. Please imagine that you are Maria Antoinette. The night before the execution by guillotine, angels appeared, offered you a last meal, any dish or food that you love. What would that be?
Oh, I love so much of it. That's really putting me in a corner. Let me see. Well, if I'm Marie Antoinette, I have French cuisine available, right?
Anything
So,
that you like.
but my favorite is the French.
That's what she's thinking in
So-
French.
I'll stay in France. And maybe start with snails.
Escargot.
Yes.
No, start with a glass of white wine.
Oh, yes, we must be very French.
Yes. Or maybe champagne.
Well, you can have do both.
Okay. The snails, and of course the French bread
Oh, yeah, the bread's delicious.
to dip
I'm
in
sure.
the snail butter.
Why their bread so delicious? I don't know. The French baguette,
Yes.
we don't get the same,
It's not the same that's here. It's probably better over there.
right?
It's my favorite. So that's the first course, ladies. And then I love the way the French do lamb.
Oh,
They just
Okay.
roast it and leave it a little pink in the middle.
Oh, okay.
So
So it's not highly seasoned or anything.
uh,
Just basic.
Basic, yes.
With
But
meat.
usually sliced very thinly.
Uh-huh.
And do I get to order some potatoes and veggies?
Do you eat lamb with mint jelly?
I
No,
do, but
you
I don't
do.
think the French do.
Oh, I see.
So
That's-
that's your second course.
Hmm?
Second course.
But I get to use the mint
Okay.
jelly because it's my last meal.
Okay. You're entitled to that. You're entitled to that,
Yeah.
yes.
And some French potatoes, I think they're called lyonnaise. They have cream and butter. I think they're called lyonnaise potatoes.
Okay.
They're sliced thinly and baked. It tastes kind of like scallop potatoes, but better.
Okay. They
They're more delicate.
They sound scrumptious, yeah.
I'm getting hungry.
Yeah, you're making me hungry.
Shall we go and have lunch? Let me see. Well, may I move on to dessert?
Yeah, I was going to ask
Oh,
you
yes.
about your third course.
Do you get third course?
Well, in courting,
I
you think you're entitled to it.
Okay, so I'll have a little espresso, or the French equivalent of espresso. I don't know. Followed with creme brulee. Oh, I love it.
As your dessert.
And maybe some little petit fours, the little French delicate little pastries,
Yes.
the petit four. And that would be it. I'd be so happy, even if I were going to the guillotine.
They'll probably give you the souvenir, the bag of little something to take to the guillotine.
Oh, a doggy bag.
Doggy bag.
Oh, I don't think she's going to have a doggy bag. That's going to be all consumed.
Oh, that's right, because it's all over.
But
However, I could get one in case.
You can always have a second. Yeah, you can have a doggy bag with seconds.
Maybe I'll get a stay of execution,
That's
and
true.
I'll have a doggy bag
That way you can redo the same thing again.
for the next day. What
So-
would you have, Yuko?
well, I just have a udon noodle.
Oh,
Very
you love
shabby
them.
compared with your answer.
Oh, do you put seasoning on them?
No, it's a broth and
Oh,
noodle.
Oh yes,
Very simple.
they're very delicious. Yes.
Yes.
Debbie, you?
Well, I was thinking about my mother's pot roast, which was the way she lovely.
I love it.
Or I would go back to Key West, would have them fly in from Key West. I would like to have their, one of their seafood that came out of the ocean. And, of course, a rum and coke.
And would you have the fish just grilled?
Yeah, grilled.
Yes.
Oh, and I forgot, key lime pie, of course, for dessert,
Oh,
Bye.
excellent.
which is famous in Key West.
Yes.
Do you have a favorite dessert? Oh, Yuko, you make the best lemon bars.
We saw.
This girl
she
is-
sent us. She sent me a photo of her lemon bars.
She is the queen of lemon bars.
No, I baked for volunteer students
She made 2 pans of lemon bars.
They're dreamlike.
because they can assume you can have it. They are so bad for our health. Sugar, lemon is okay.
That's why
but
they taste
butter,
Well, that's why they're scrumptious.
yes. I'll make them for you.
Did you use? Yes, you did.
I use just sugar.
Did you use Ellen's recipe?
Yes, that's Ellen's recipe
Yes.
that I've been repeating.
It's very intricate.
Yes, it's 2 layered.
Yes.
So I inherited the mixer from Christopher. And I used the Christopher's mixer to make lemon square bars.
Yes.
It didn't work. It needed the hands to just
Yes.
keep on working.
Old-fashioned way.
Yes.
Old-fashioned way. So I'm making that
May
way.
I ask you a question?
Sure. Sure.
How long does it take you to make the lemon squares? The last time I made them, it was all morning.
1 hour.
1 hour.
Yes.
Oh, you have a good system.
I need to have a system. And then the baking, because it's the 2-layered baking. So maybe morning or 2 hours.
2 hours, yeah. So it's a chore.
It takes time.
But are they worth it?
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Nancy, for coming.
Nancy, you made us laugh so much, Nancy.
We have to laugh.
It's such a treat.
We have to laugh, ladies, right?
Is that the secret of aging with style and grace? Laugh so much and enjoy life?
Mm-hmm. May I pass along one other? Do we have time?
Well, yeah, we can make time.
Just one comment on aging.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot to mention it before. There's a German proverb, and I'm not saying it in German, but I'll translate it into English regarding age and intelligence and wisdom. It's very simple. Too soon, too old. Too late, too smart. Isn't that nice?
Yes.
And isn't it true?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hmm?
Too soon.
One of my uncles used to say that, but in German.
Probably sounds better in German. But
Wow.
So,
we like that one. Thank you. It was good.
All right, thank you. That was a great last verse from Nancy.
thank you.
And
It's
thank
been a
you
pleasure.
so much for coming.